Hey, what's up, people? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Friday. Friday the 13th. Ooh.
It's a spooky show, boy. It's a spooky show.
Why we didn't implement no spooky stuff into the show? We should have implemented like the sight of Wendy Williams.
Ooh.
Dun 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 dun. All
Talking
right.
about some spooky stuff. The Giants record, that's spooky.
Yeah. Ooh, very spooky. I agree. Okay. So, what we do all the time, or, since we've started the show, we try to implement question of the day. So, my question of the day, and this is the segment of the show where we ask each other a question just to see what their thoughts are on that topic. So,
True.
We try to keep it into the subject area that we know best. So, Rev is more of a basketball kind of guy. Myself,
officiant, I like to say.
Myself is more of a baseball kind of guy. Well, really, I'm all around. He really not messing with me on the sports stuff, but for him, for his sake, I just like to keep it at baseball to make him feel good about himself in one sport.
Whatever.
So, my question of the day is for my buddy Rev. Season's coming around soon. NBA season's coming around soon.
Few days, Playboy.
And so preseason, we basically through the preseason. And my question for you, because I think you give pretty good insight, and you've been keeping an eye on the preseason, unlike myself, because it's the preseason.
Basketball is basketball, Josh. I watched the WNBA finals, Little League, YMCA game, G League,
2K
pickups in the rec. I watched 2K for fun. All right.
So my question is, who caught your eye this preseason? Who do you think might have a breakout season? Maybe not necessarily a breakout, just somebody that showed out during the preseason that you think might have a good season.
It's this light-skinned cat. Got drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers.
Lakers?
Plot twist, though. It ain't Lonzo Ball.
Ooh, hot take.
It's my boy Kyle Kuzma, who was, I believe, the 27th pick of the draft. That boy was slept on coming out of Utah. That boy's a baller.
Oh, it's still a first round, though. So,
I mean, yeah, still first round, but 27th. Looking at him play, the eye test says he ain't no 27th pick. He could have been up there in the lottery. He had a ball in summer league, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's just summer league, whatever. He playing rookies, whoopty whoop." And preseason came around. My man was averaging over 20 points. I think was the leading scorer at some point of preseason period.
20 points?
20 points. He's a rookie. NBA ready body, I believe 6'8". Easily could start small forward or power forward. I'm sorry, Brandon Ingram he ain't lived up to his hype yet. Julius Randle hasn't really been consistent in his years as a Laker. So I think he could easily start at either of the forward positions. Like I said, NBA ready body. He's got the finesse. He's an efficient scorer. Can very silently drop 20. You wouldn't even think twice about it because 9 times out of 10 he's coming off the bench. So I definitely think that excuse me. I think that Luke is going to have to look into starting him at some point. He's going to be able to mess with some lineups here and there. And it wouldn't surprise me if later on down the line we're going to see either Julius Randle or Larry Nance get the boot because there's not enough time for all three of those guys. I mean, they all deserve, some good playing time, but there's not going to be time for all three of those guys. So sooner or later we're going to have to lose Randle or Nance. Because Kuzma, he's that deal, boy. He slept on like your big homie couch. You know what I'm saying? So look out for that man.
Okay.
A lot of clock. That's rookie of the year, low key.
A lot of people talking about Kuzma, whatever his name is.
Kuz. Put some respect on Big Kuz.
Okay, my bad, Kuzma. I ain't seen him play yet, so I'm not gonna give any kind of take on him. He might be nice, he might not. I do like Lonzo Ball, so we'll see. We'll see what your hot take.
Some people are even saying that he's better than Lonzo. I ain't gonna disrespect a future GOAT like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm an equal opportunity supporter, so I ain't gonna disrespect Lonzo just to praise Kyle Kuzma. But just as far as stepping in the door ready, Kyle Kuzma is ready.
Okay.
I mean, Lonzo's had some phenomenal games. He's had some questionable games. Kyle Kuzma from day one has been a phenomenal rookie. So as far as rookies go, Kuzma is doing pretty well, but he also, I think, spent 2 years in college.
Yeah.
So he's got a more polished, developed game than Lonzo.
Yeah.
Just as of now,
Okay.
But yeah, they're going to be fun to watch, man. Watch out for the Lake Show.
Watch out for the Lake Show. Yeah. Shout out to Bruce. He's the only person that we know still on the bandwagon.
Yeah,
That's been on the bandwagon this whole time.
Yeah.
So, Kobe fan. So, yeah.
True.
All right.
Hit me with my A++. I earned those.
Oh, yeah, your grade. Oh, I forgot about the grade.
I want a sticker today, boy.
I'm gonna give you an A+ just for watching the preseason and being
Ooh-wee.
dedicated. Because that's something that I wouldn't do not in a million years unless I'm actually covering that team. Praise I do get the opportunity too. But
True.
if you're not paying me, I'm not watching. You couldn't, I'm not watching the preseason.
Fam. Preseason, regular season, it's all the same thing.
No.
Shouts out Justin Nelson, bro. He listening.
Hey,
By the
shout
way-
out Justin Nelson.
Hey, you bringing clout, bro. Because
Clout.
you got the clout, so we
Clout
can
it
bust
up.
out the goggles. You know,
We clouded up.
one of these days, we low-key trying to get you on this joint. So I'm
For
glad
sure.
you're listening. So you
Definitely.
need clout gang in the building.
You
know what I'm saying?
interested? All right, go ahead. So yeah, you get an A+. I'm gonna give you an A+. And it's really I like the answer, but it's mainly because you actually watched the preseason, and I
Hashtag
don't.
dedication, boy.
Okay, yeah, that's
we
true.
don't play when it comes to basketball. You're lucky I ain't gonna freestyle real quick, but I should quote some classics on you, boy. Basketball is my favorite sport.
Hey,
You don't know nothing about that, boy.
Come on now.
I'm gonna hit you with your question of the
I
day,
know
though,
that
Josh.
Curtis Blow.
I'm gonna hit you with your question of the day.
Okay, what's up?
Last time we were on the show, we talked about how much of a bandwagoner you are, or you've been accused of being a bandwagoner.
Okay.
I got proof, but I ain't gonna put you out there like that.
Yeah.
You know, the Dodgers looking nice.
Mm-hmm.
The Dodgers are also moving on.
Ooh, yeah. I picked them to make the World Series.
Puig has been a big part
Yeah.
of them looking so nice.
Yeah.
So what I want to know is, even though it's been about 5 years since you were on the bandwagon, are you back on the Puig train?
The Puig
The
train.
Puig train?
No, I'm not on the Puig
How you
train.
gonna pick him to go to the World Series? And he used to be one of your favorites.
Because that's
you ain't back on the train yet.
that's the whole. I picked the whole team, the entire team, to go to the World Series. I didn't pick Puig to go to the World Series, and I'm not on the Puig. Not on the Puig train. It's kind of hard to say because I mean, when I was on his bandwagon, that's when it was still up in the air if he was gonna be like the phenom that he was supposed to. When he was his rookie year, he went off.
True.
He was going crazy in that first half of that season. And then when we went to go see him, it was a part of that season. I was like, this is the phenom. I get to see him with my own 2 eyes in my face. And he made that throw from right field to second base.
It was a good game.
He gunned that man on a double. He killed his double. And the throw was just perfect on the line.
True.
Picked it up. Oh man, I was on the bandwagon then. But then he fell off. And he got sent to the minors. And then he came back. He bounced back. But I don't know. I'm not on the Puig train. That ship has sailed. That ship has sailed. I do believe the Dodgers are going to make the World Series.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to win the World Series. At some point, they're probably going to choke. And I'm really just picking them to make the World Series because I knew they were going to be facing the Cubs in the NLCS, which they are, and I don't want to see the Cubs go to the World Series again. Definitely not on the Puig train. His ship is sailed for me. I'm still a Cardinals fan. He's not that good. He's doing good in this postseason for sure, but he hasn't. His career hasn't panned out the way he thought it was, and he's still got a lot of time in his baseball career. He's still pretty young. So, but so far I'm not on that train. No, I'm not.
That's fair. And you know what, Josh? I admire your honesty. So just because you've stepped away from your bandwagon ways, you have been delivered. I'm gonna give you an A+, bro. I'm proud of you.
Hey,
I'm proud of you.
A+ for both of us.
I'm proud of you. You know,
Okay.
I expected you to be like, hell yeah, man. Y'all see him, Puig, man. He doing real good. I told y'all.
No.
I told y'all.
I've never been a person to do that. ever.
Stop it.
Check my record.
Hashtag Golden State. You do it all the time. But
Oh,
whatever.
stop it. Stop it. That's another topic for another day, but I'm not a bandwagoner. Stop it.
Hey, but you know
Don't
what?
lie to these people. Don't lie to these nice people.
These people, hey, it's in the pudding. Ain't no fake news.
Don't lie to these nice people.
But it's cool. I appreciate your honesty. You get an A+.
Okay.
So let's break it on down. Let's move on over to the NFL.
To the next.
What's the NFL stand for, Josh?
No Fun League.
Yeah. All right. So first of all, I want to start us off with talking about Adrian Peterson.
AP.
Or as some people could say, actually AD. Fun fact, his father gave him that nickname all day, AD. Yeah. So there's a big debate between AD and AP. Anyway. He has moved on to bigger and better things, hopefully. He's been traded to the Cardinals.
Not the St. Louis Cardinals.
That? Yeah, not the St. Louis Cardinals.
Arizona Cardinals.
We can use all the help we need, but not him.
I don't know. He looked horrible in New Orleans. Whether he was getting playing time or not, he just didn't look that good when he was on the field, when he was getting reps. He just didn't look that good. He's 32 years old, and for a running back, in actuality, he's 46. That's the equivalent of being 46 as an NFL running back. 47. Yes, he's 46 in the NFL right now. But no, he's 32. He's definitely on the tail end of his career. I would love to see him go to Arizona and make a difference. They need a running back down there. Oh, matter of fact, did you see Chris Johnson? A couple weeks ago, when it was like in September. Chris Johnson, I think he just signed with the Cardinals. He had signed back on the team. That's once they lost their first running back. Yep. What's his name? David Johnson. Yeah. He tweeted about the Saints. He was like, AP need to get more reps.
Wow.
And now he's on the team.
About to take his reps.
And he's about to take his reps. That's pretty funny.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you played yourself. Yeah, you definitely played yourself, Chris Johnson. But yeah, I would love to see him go down there and be a difference maker. But I can't say now that I see that happening. I have a feeling he's just gonna go there, and Arizona's not been playing well anyway. So I doubt to see that he's the one that makes the difference. I would love to see it, but I doubt that happens.
Only thing that I can say about it is I mean the Saints, if you watch them play, their offense isn't based around running the ball. Adrian's go-to game is running the ball. So I'm not really sure why there was such a shock when he signed there and was like, well, wait a minute. I'm not getting used properly.
Right.
Did you not know who you were signing a contract with? And then on the flip side of that, as a team, did y'all not know who you were signing? Why would you sign a player and not draw up plays that curtail to his specialty?
Yeah.
It didn't even make sense.
It didn't.
That'd be like, Kevin Durant going to a team where all they do is play in the post and dunk. Or I'm sorry, Steph Curry. Steph Curry's a shooter. Why would you not draw up plays for him to shoot? Why would you just always want him to go to the post or try to dunk on somebody? So it never made sense from the get-go. So good for him to move on. Marquee matchups for the week. We got Green Bay, Minnesota. How you feel about that?
I like Green Bay. Because, as the great Stephen A. would say, we love to quote Stephen A.
True.
Aaron Rodgers.
What is he?
He's a bad man. That's a bad boy. That's a bad boy. And Minnesota, I haven't really paid too much attention. I haven't heard too much about Minnesota this year. They might be pretty good. I think they had the Monday night game last week.
Nope, nobody really cares.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Green Bay.
Only thing Minnesota's really gotten going for them this year, as far as hype is concerned, is the Wolves. I don't think anybody really cares about the Vikings unless you live in Minnesota. So
yeah, they got the nice new stadium though. Super Bowl.
I mean, there's a kid that used to go here at Leonard Wood who had a mullet and I guess he was from Minnesota. He would always have on like Vikings t-shirts. So maybe mullet kid cares, but yeah, I'm going Green Bay for sure. How you feeling about the Chiefs and the Steelers though?
First of all, the Steelers looked absolutely ridiculous last week. Like, they just looked horrible. Who did they play? They played Jacksonville, who, by the way, they're a very good team. Watch out. Be on the lookout for Jacksonville. They play the Rams this week. They're probably going to whoop up on them. But, yeah, Pittsburgh played awfully. Big Ben
Stephen A. questioned Big Ben's heart.
Yeah, it looks like Big Ben is on his way to retiring. And then on the other hand, you got KC. KC's balling. What are they, 5-0?
KC's looking good.
Beat the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
What else did they beat? They beat Houston last week.
They beat the Chiefs a couple weeks. Not the Chiefs. They beat the Redskins a couple weeks ago.
The Redskins, yeah. Yeah, the Chiefs looking nice, man. And I like the Chiefs. But
it's the closest thing we got to a hometown team, so you got to get behind them.
You don't. At this point. You don't.
We ain't got nothing better to do.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with the I'm actually go with the Steelers because I got outside pressuring me.
You don't want to sleep on the couch tonight, huh?
No. So I'm gonna go with the Steelers. I think Antonio Brown or Big Ben is probably gonna have a bounce back game, and I don't think the Chiefs aren't going undefeated. They gotta lose eventually. No. So yeah, I'm a and
KG once said.
I mean, Steelers are still good. They just had a horrible week. They've been playing really horrible up to this point. And Big Ben, I think he's not done yet. He's not. I mean, he's on his way to retiring. He's probably gonna retire after the season, especially if it continues the way it's going. But
maybe they can pick up Cap.
Just kidding. Psych.
He's not gonna get a job in the NFL ever again. Those white folks don't want him back there.
Well, who you got, Romero?
I'm going Chiefs just because why not? They're looking hot right now. Like I said, my boy Taylor used to rock the Chiefs every day.
Mm-hmm.
You remember him? So
yeah.
I'm rocking with my homeboy Chief, man. Chief was rocking the Chiefs for years and years. So because of him, in his memory, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep going for the Chiefs. They hot right now. Man, they're going undefeated. I don't care what you say. Kevin Garnett once said, anything is possible. So I'm going all the way. I think they're looking good. So far, I haven't seen a matchup that I think that they definitely would lose. So I think they can get through this week for sure. Still keeping that O at the end of their record. And we'll see what next week's matchup holds.
Yeah.
The last game we want to take a look at, though, is the New York Giants, who should probably change their name to the New York Midgets because they're not looking too big and furious now, versus Denver. I'm just going to start this one off, first of all, by saying the New York Giants are 0 for.
0 for what?
5? 0 for 5?
A donut hole?
Fat donut hole, tire, cero in Espanol. They ain't did nothing. But to add insult to injury, no pun intended. That was in bad taste. I didn't think about it. But to add insult to injury, Odell is done.
Literal.
Now I feel bad about injury. That. Yeah. Literal insults and then a literal season-ending injury. I feel bad about saying it now, but yeah, Odell's done. Some of their other receivers are down too. They're not done, but they're down.
Yeah.
But you know what this means? This opens the door for some well-known receivers.
Yes.
Who can we get in there?
The T.O. Show.
The T.O. Show.
The T.O. Show. You remember that show?
Yeah, really.
Bro, I love that show, man. T.O. and Ocho. Bro, if T.O. and Ocho Cinco came back, I would watch every game. That would be
just for nostalgia.
Just to watch them, man, that would be amazing. I pray that happens.
But I mean, realistically, they might as well.
It might as well.
Ain't nobody to lose. Y'all 0 for right now.
Right. Like
everybody that picked y'all to go to the Super Bowl is like, okay, well, never mind.
Including myself.
So y'all ain't gonna get
they suck.
No worse.
Just I mean, they gotta give. They can only go up.
Yeah, it's only up from here. When you over, it's only up from here.
Yeah.
So T.O. and Ocho Cinco, they washed.
Yeah.
So even if you bring them in and y'all don't win, you weren't winning before they got there, so you can't blame it on them.
Either sign T.O. the T.O. Show, or get Kaepernick, or you just basically just stop. Just
that's
retire.
The only way to revive your NFL franchise right now as an owner. Sign the T.O. Show and get my boy Cap in a jersey. Other than that, just stop it.
Yeah.
That'll bring you back.
Until they do either one of those pickups, they're gonna be 0-6 this week. So
for sure. Denver's gonna
and they're in Denver. They don't stand a chance. Sorry guys, 0-6.
It's a wrap.
Headed your way. But it also might mean T.O. Show.
Big shouts out Odell.
Yeah.
Hate to see the kid go down.
Him and J.J. Watt.
Yeah, J.J. Watt.
Two huge losses. Two of the biggest players in the NFL. There we go.
English is hard. It's okay. I understand.
Yeah, I struggle.
By the way, I saw something the other day. They said Odell should be highest played. Somebody said he should be the highest played player of any position.
Yeah, I seen that.
But now I think it's gonna be hard for him to prove that he's worth that without being able to do anything. But anyway, unfortunate for the New York Giants and him. But we're gonna move on to MLB, Josh. Uh, I know neither of us really care. I think baseball is the worst sport to watch on television because it's long and boring.
Yeah.
The other night, a game went for 4 hours and 33 minutes. It was only a 9-inning game.
It was a good game, but yeah,
4
4 hours
hours,
is pretty
33
ridiculous.
minutes.
I didn't watch.
I watched 2 movies in that time, Josh.
Yeah, I watched the last 3 innings.
So what was that? About an hour and 45?
Yeah.
Not worth it.
I mean, it was good. It was good. Last 3 innings were good.
You know what I would have done?
They can't even hear you. They still probably can't hear you. But anyway, I mean, it was a good last 3 innings. Washington lost to the Cubs. They almost came back. But yeah, I don't. That's literally the only playoff baseball that I've watched. So
apparently, I saw the other day that like no Washington team, I think in 28
Yeah, I
years,
seen
has
that.
made it to the championship round.
don't it feel good that St. Louis ain't in that, like, nowhere near that?
Man,
Thank the Cardinals.
we get close, we just don't.
Thank the
there.
Cardinals.
But we've done enough in the last couple years,
Yeah, true.
We straight.
But yeah, I don't watch playoff baseball.
Yeah,
It's
nobody cares.
it's
The Cardinals
nothing
been
really.
up there. I don't really.
Exactly.
That's about the only way you'll get.
Yeah, I might watch but like the world. I've heard the playoffs has been really good this year. People have been talking about it, but it doesn't really spark my interest. But the 7 innings yesterday, or the 3 innings that I watched yesterday, they were really good and exciting.
You know who else is out? Cleveland.
Yeah.
You remember what Cleveland did last time when it came to the playoffs?
What they do?
They blew a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, they lost 3 straight games.
You know what they did this year? They blew a 2-0 lead.
Lost 3 straight games, yeah, in 2 straight years.
How?
Salty. That's what they get for making all Warrior jokes. That's what they get.
But
karma is you know what? What's karma?
Like,
that's karma for you. That's what you get.
It's a bit.
It's karma.
But it's horrible because y'all blew a 3-1. I'm thinking this year they're going to come back like, nah, son, nah. We ain't going out like that. We going to show y'all something. Then they get up 2-0 and you like, oh, hold up.
Yeah.
Good.
I like Cleveland. They're supposed to be good, but
in 3
they just
straight?
Choked. And the Yankees been balling.
Jesus Christ.
Didi Gregorius, he went off. You don't even know who that is.
I just like Didi. Yeah. It made me think of Dexter. only person I know from the Yankees is Aaron Judge, and that's because SportsCenter is in love with him. They talk about him every night.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, for good reason. He's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So just off of Didi and Aaron alone, I would say that the Yankees finally, biggest bandwagon of fans in America. They finally have a reason to be bandwagon.
Yeah.
They finally have a reason to cheer for their squad.
Ooh,
that's beautiful.
I hate the Yankees. I hate the Yankees almost. Well, I hate the Cubs more because they've actually been good recently.
True.
But as a kid, I used to hate the Yankees. I hated them.
Only thing that I feel like people like the Yankees for is because the Yankee cap. Yankees is like Chicago Bulls. You catch people wearing Yankee shirts, caps all the time, and they don't really care about the team. But they just rock it with anything.
But that's only famous. Jay-Z said it himself. He made it more famous than anybody.
On me. Hey, if they go all the way this year, you know what I'm copping this winter, right?
Don't.
I'm copping me a Yankee fitted.
Don't do that.
And some Timbs, B. I'm copping a Yankee fitted, some Timbs, and a bubble coat.
My guy.
Might bust out some Jabos, you heard? I'm going New York all the way. I'm going New York, and
Jabos. I was thinking about Jabos today. I was like, dang, I should give you some. I was thinking like, have Jabos like kind of adjusted to the time? Because when Jabos were out, it was all about baggy.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, it's more of a slimmer pants look. So
some skinny jean Jabos.
Are the Jabos pants are they slim? Are they slim straight now? I was straight thinking about that today. That's crazy.
Low key, Josh, we might be on to something. we need to bring back Timbs and Jabos.
Hey, we need to bring
bubble coat, B.
I always wanted some Jabos as a kid. I was too young. I would wear some Jabos.
I had one pair. If I ever find them, I'm a low key rock them just to see the reaction I get. I got one pair. I think they was like the light blue denim with the red straps, bro. If I ever find them, I'm rocking them. I don't care.
The only ones I would want is the light blue denim with the blue straps. I think my oldest brother, because he had all of them. So I was like, man, they look so cool back then. And I was like, I want some, but
And you gotta get the
never
jabos
got
with
any.
the super tight tanks like 50 used to wear. You remember the tank tops when
Yeah.
they wasn't white beaters?
You know, I got the
And
tank tops on deck.
I used to. I got one of those one time, bro. It was the head ass thing my father's ever done. But, bro, Black Cocktails, real quick. We went to K&G Outfitters, right?
Oh my god.
This man bought him one
Not K&G.
and bought me one. Bro, we
Oh,
was fresh out of G Unit. Anyway, back to the MLB. New York has advanced, and they are going to play the Astros. The Astros is a team that you early on picked to go ahead and go to the World Series. You still feeling that?
yeah.
Still feeling Astros?
Yeah,
and
Astro and
Dodgers?
Dodgers. Yep.
All right, yeah. Chicago, we knocking the Dodgers out though.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. For
No,
them.
you're not.
Chicago and New York. So either way, it's a win-win because I'm gonna hop on either bandwagon.
It's gonna be. I got Houston and LA.
Nah, New York and Chicago.
We gonna see.
And that's.
Hey, somebody keep notes of that. So and let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know when we do that show.
Remember it right here. Rev picked New York and the Chi-Town. You heard? And Josh, you rocking with Houston and
from the beginning. From the beginning of the playoffs.
From the beginning, I said Chi-Town regardless. So just remember that. Anyway, we're moving on to the NBA.
Yeah.
It's the biggest, the baddest.
Yeah.
The one and only.
What we love.
The fun league.
We love to talk about the NBA.
Longest segment we gonna do. We gonna start it off real early. Josh, never mind. I forgot Josh don't even watch preseason, right? Because Josh only care about the regular season and the Warriors.
I barely care about the regular season.
Josh only watched the finals because that's the only thing the Warriors bound to be in.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start this one off. We talking about the super teams, and not even just super teams, but some of the newly formed super teams. I'm gonna just real quick spit my 2 cents. A lot of the questions we had were chemistry. Is it gonna work? What it's looking like? Very first game of the preseason, the Wolves played your Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
They won, and they look good doing it.
Yeah. Is that a super team though?
It's I think it's on the fringe. As far as the West is concerned, it's one of the more stacked teams, but not quite super. But then the Warriors turned around. The Warriors turned around a couple nights later and whooped up on them. Yeah. Steph dropped 40 and 3/4. That was crazy. That was crazy.
I saw that.
And then like a night after that, Dame dropped like 30 something in 3/4, or in like 2/4 and some change. So
he dropped. Wow. Steph dropped 40 and 3/4.
Steph dropped 40 and 3/4, and Dame dropped, I want to say, like 35 something in that ballpark in like 2/4 and some change. So that was wild. Anyway, so the Wolves looking pretty nice. They looking like they gelling well for a team that just really got that core together this summer. There's that. Houston is looking pretty good in between James Harden and Chris Paul. James Harden is still James Harden. He lit the Knicks up the other night. That was kind of sad. So it's a horrible time to be a New York Knicks fan. Might as well go ahead and watch the Yankees for the next week or so. But Chris Paul and him have played really well together. They've meshed together. I think they combined for like 15 assists the other night, something like that. And this is only the beginning. They can only go up from here. My team, OKC, we looking real nice. Teams are still doubling Russell Westbrook, double, triple team. And I watched him go in the post against Denver, got double teamed, and another man was watching him, leaving Melo wide open. Did every team forget that he got Melo and Paul George out there now? You can't triple and double team Russ. Melo was on the 3-point line looking like, wow, really? Okay. Catch and shoot all day. So they looking real nice. They're working well together so far. It's only uphill from here. And last but not least, Cleveland, I think they would have to try not to look good. But all the firepower they got, or not even really firepower, but they just got some well-polished players. Jeff Green is looking good.
Yeah.
That boy is slashing all over the place. Rose is looking real good and only playing a couple minutes because he's been running that first and second unit a little bit because, they don't have IT back. He's only been playing about 20 minutes or so, and he's been getting the other night he had like 15 points or 13 points, something like that, and 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He's been having good games. He's looking good. His athleticism is still there, still looking quick as ever. Got some nice finesse around the rim. He's looking good. So hopefully having a team that deep where he doesn't have so much workload, they'll be able to protect him a bit. He won't get injured no more. Please, bro. We need vintage D Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Basketball needs that.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're looking good, man. But I just gotta educate you real quick. Let me sun you real quick on that. They looking good.
Yeah. I mean, I do that.
Yeah.
Just cause I don't watch don't mean I don't know what's going on.
Your ear ain't to the streets like mine is.
I know
Cuz.
what's going on. Trust
Yeah.
me. Trust and believe. You was gonna ask this question, I was still gonna drop facts.
He what?
Come on now.
But now that the regular season is going, we gonna be ready. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
It's gonna get wild.
I can't wait for NBA on TNT.
Oh yeah.
Shaq, Kenny, Chuck, Birdman. That's I watch that more than I watch basketball.
On me, low key, I'd sit there and watch just for the halftime show.
Yeah, I do too.
Like if the Warriors win this year, I'm not watching any games next year. I'm just gonna tune shows. I'm not gonna keep watching Golden State win. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm that bitter.
Just think how people felt about the Bulls in the 90s.
Speaking of the Bulls, which, everybody's a bandwagon Bulls fan, but yeah, like now being able to see Golden State, I know it was mad people pissed off watching the Bulls. It was annoying.
I'm happy to be on the good side.
I know it was annoying.
I'm happy to be on the winning
Watching
side.
that 3 years in a row on 2 separate occasions, it was probably like, can y'all lose, please? And then when they went 72-10, like watching the Warriors go 73-9, I was like, oh my God, like I don't even want to watch this game.
Hey,
after the second quarter, you like, forget it, I'm done.
I'm happy to be on the winning side.
But it's funny because MJ was part of the most infamous super team ever.
Yeah.
He's the GOAT, right?
Is that a super team though?
I think people don't like to consider it a super team.
Yeah.
But realistically, any team that can go 72-10 is a super team.
No, I mean it's not even that. They added people to that team. Yeah.
Rodman was pretty key as far as his rebounds and defense.
Rodman
wasn't drafted by the Bulls.
Yeah, they picked up a lot of bench pieces. Their main guys were like drafted, of course, right. Jordan Pippen.
But then you got decent guys like Kerr who had a nice.
They added him. Tony Kukoc. Yeah, no, they drafted him. They
did draft him. Yeah. He was nice.
Yeah, he was nice. He was a 6 man of the year.
Yeah. So they picked up some pieces here and there. So the super team is debatable, but
they did add pieces. So yeah.
But MJ feels like super teams are bad for the NBA.
Watering down the NBA.
Really? Super teams are bad for the NBA? You don't say, Jordan.
Yeah.
Only 2 years late now? Everybody else has already drawn this conclusion quite some time ago. So I'm surprised that he's just now saying something, and I don't really know why people are like, what is there to talk about? Yeah, he's right. It's obviously ruining the NBA.
Yeah. Is the NBA? I mean, yes, the NBA is just 4 teams, but I mean, it's still fun to watch. I mean, the NBA ratings are as high as they've ever.
Basketball being such a global game, the ratings will never be low. Numbers will never reflect that it's ruining the league because you're not going to not watch. Like even last year, we pretty much all knew once Kevin Durant signed on the 4th of July when it was announced, the Warriors are winning the championship.
Yeah.
And as much as you wanted to resent that, it was hard to not want to watch basketball. And then when it's 82 regular season games by 30 different teams, and then another month or so of basketball, month or two from playoffs, you're not going to not watch. It's just, it goes from the middle of October all the way till June.
Yeah.
You lying if you say you don't watch the NBA. Like you watch the game.
But I mean,
so it's even hard
and even with that, you watch all 82 games unless you're a super, super duper diehard.
Right.
But the playoffs, the playoffs are still very entertaining. Well, last year's playoffs weren't that great.
They weren't.
But I mean, typically, typically the playoffs are really interesting, and that's the main thing people watch for anyway. So, and it's gonna be and then look at the West this year. You can't tell me the playoffs are not going to be. It's going to be a couple game 7s in the playoffs this year. You got Minnesota. Pelicans might make some noise. You always got the Spurs, the Warriors. You got the Rockets. You got the Thunder.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's what was that, 6 or 7 teams I just named, and that's they all gonna be in the playoffs are gonna be lit this year.
Don't sleep on the Nuggets because apparently they're gonna be.
Really good. I mean, no, they're not. But you got and then even in the East, you got the Cleveland and you got Boston and you got some dark horse teams.
I was gonna say don't start with me because that's the only 2 you can.
No, I mean but you do have dark horse teams in the East that might and you still got Washington in the East. And I'm not saying
Washington can knock the Celtics out. They can't beat the Cavs.
No, they
Washington
can't. But
can knock out the Celtics.
No, they can't. I'm saying this is what I'm saying. In the playoffs, where it really gets entertaining, where it really matters who's the games are good. And I mean, there's gonna be good games throughout the season. But in the playoffs, if the games are good, that's gonna take it to a whole nother level. And in the playoffs, there are feasible teams that are going to cause good series in the playoffs. So just because there's 4 elite teams doesn't mean that the whole NBA season is just going to be full of blowouts.
Just out of curiosity, your 4 elite teams, for sure off top, got to be San Antonio and Golden State. Cleveland is 3. Who's the 4th?
Is Spurs? Spurs not my elite team.
You don't think they're elite? Oh well, you're silly.
Well,
But all right, okay.
Well,
I'll give you
let me think
Warriors and
about
Cavs
that.
then.
It's
I'm
going
just
to be
saying,
the elite
every year
teams.
we sleep on the Spurs, and what do the Spurs do
I mean,
consistently?
yeah, that's true.
Come on.
That's very true. But
Aldridge and Greg Popovich sat down this summer and talked about ways to get him fully in the offense. And if we get Portland's Aldridge, he might actually do something this year. Because you know, once Kawhi went out, Aldridge was like scared to be the superstar against you guys in the
that's my thing.
playoffs.
I don't think Spurs are going to make any noise.
Okay. Hey, you heard it here
Not
first.
in the
Josh
playoffs.
doesn't think Spurs will make noise.
No.
I'm going to remember that.
I mean, they might make it to the. I just don't. I don't see them as a championship contender this year. They're going to be. They're probably going to win 50 games. Okay,
what's today? Friday.
That's
the
nothing
13th.
new.
That's a spooky prediction, my friend.
They win 50 games every year, but I don't think they. I'm not.
That's all I'm saying.
You said what?
No, nothing.
Come on, don't be whispering stuff.
You got Zaza. Zaza's gonna make sure you guys will be fine.
They weren't gonna win that series.
Yeah,
but anyway, my 4 teams would be. It would be. I feel like it's the Thunder.
Hey, I'll take that one. Okay.
The Warriors.
Okay.
The Cavs. And the Celtics.
Stop it.
Trust and believe the Celtics are gonna be nice this year.
The only way the Celtics will be nice is if they swing some type of crazy midseason trade and snatch away one of the big men from New Orleans.
Trust and believe the Celtics are going to be nice this year.
Trust and believe the Celtics will be gone fishing.
Stop
in the second round.
No, they're going to face Celtics. They're going to face Cleveland in the
and then they're going to get swept.
No, they're not going to get swept.
They're going to get swept.
That's the team, but that's the team.
If they play the Celtics in the conference finals, I guarantee you we'll see the biggest try-hard LeBron since we've seen in the 2015 finals.
No.
LeBron will just want to embarrass Kyrie for ever being a jerk, and he's going to put up quadruple doubles against Kyrie.
Wasn't being a jerk.
Dropping 50 on his
First of all, you really you need to be on the lookout for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They already got some trouble with JR.
They're just blowing this out of proportion.
They're not blowing it out of proportion. He's upset.
J.R. Smith said whenever they signed D Wade, he said he's not going to get into a dong measuring contest or dong swinging contest with D Wade. It's D Wade. He saw the writing on the wall. He can say it all he wants to, but he knew as soon as they signed D Wade.
I think there's trouble brewing in Cleveland.
But JR had one of his best years coming off the bench as the sixth man.
Of course, yeah. He was a great. Said he was basically promised the starting role when they said Dwayne Wade was going to be a good piece off the bench.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not saying it's just because of J.R. Smith gets mad. It's just J.R. Smith. Like it's
Tristan
not going to.
Thompson too. Low key Tristan Thompson. Probably.
But
they just haven't talked to him as much about.
I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking Cleveland. I don't know, man. Something. I feel like something. It's gonna be something crazy in Cleveland.
It's just too good to be true. I feel like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like they got way too much.
They've got way too much potential and way too much for them.
They got way too much on that team for one ball. I mean, in LeBron, I feel like they're all great. You got
everybody's point averages are gonna drop. So unless they just get really good at distributing and they're cool with their touches diminishing or their averages going down, I don't know. Yeah, I'm skeptical. Skeptical too.
Yeah.
Cautiously optimistic, I should say.
Are you optimistic?
I mean, I think they'll be really fun to watch, but it's kind of like.
Yeah. I think I want to see Derrick Rose. I feel like he's not lying. He's probably going to double his salary next year for wherever team he decides to go to.
Yeah, because he should have never even been able to walk into a situation where he can get the veterans minimum. He averaged 18, 5-4 or 5-3 as the third option on the New York Knicks, who had a trash triangle offense going. He was the third option and dropped 18, 5-3 a game or something like that. He should have never been able to walk all the way through free agency, basically, and only get a 1-year, $2 million deal. Yeah. Hopefully he gets paid next summer. I just want to see him at least play in the finals. So that'll be nice. At least having him be that close, because it's a shame that he's fallen so far. it was looking really promising. Don't get me started about D Rose, man. You
But
made me
my hot take is watch out for the Celtics. Watch out for them. They're going to make some noise this year.
Okay, so
Kyrie
Celtics and the Cavs and the Warriors.
Kyrie might win MVP this year.
Y'all can't see it, but I just looked at Josh like I should slap him in the face.
Nah, I'm being dead serious. Kyrie might win MVP this year. He's got his own team now. 30 a game.
He had his own team before John came back.
Okay, but that
What
was
was he doing?
he was still only like 23.
He played the same now as he did.
No, he don't.
Okay, even
He's
I'll
way
put it this way
improved.
though. Even last
And
year,
he's got a better team now.
even last year and the year before that, when he still had a good team, when LeBron would sit down, they did not win.
Okay.
So I don't really, until I see it consistently as a stretch of him
MVP.
leading them, I don't see it. MVP, I
MVP.
don't see it.
MVP
I don't
this
see
year.
MVP.
Just watch it. Hot take. Oh, I got all the hot takes today.
I'll write that down. Kyrie MVP. I'll write that
Yeah.
down because I
He-
look forward to seeing that.
Kyrie is gonna show out this year, bro.
I believe he'll show
telling
up,
you.
but he ain't getting no MVP, bro.
He gonna be in the conversation.
Conversation.
He gonna be in the race, top 2.
probably Gordon Hayward.
Stop it. Stop it. Don't play.
Honestly, I don't know.
Kyrie is he's gonna, and y'all, you keep saying he wasn't good before LeBron got there. He was good.
I didn't say he wasn't good.
Or he wasn't leading his team, but his team sucked. Look at what they had to do to make them get to the finals. They still had to trade Wiggins to get Love.
You know what I'm doing, Josh? I'm just taking you there, man. It's just fun.
Don't take me there, man.
It's fun, man.
You just want me to give all these hot takes, but yeah, that's my hot
I
take.
like
That's
getting you amped up, cuz you
that's
get in it.
that's my bold prediction. Kyrie gonna win MVP.
Okay. I personally I agree with 3 of your top 4. I dropped Boston. You know, I as much as I want to say Houston, I almost feel like they're overrated. So I'm cool with taking Boston. Everybody keeps talking about Houston being a contender. I just don't really see it yet. I think they'll be fun to watch. I think they'll win.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't understand why.
Did I
everybody
pick?
keeps
I
acting
didn't
like
pick
they're a
Houston,
contender.
did I?
No. I
Oh,
was
okay.
gonna switch Houston out for your Celtics
Oh,
as far as
no.
my top 4, but
You don't.
yeah, I don't really see it.
You wouldn't
really
put the
think about
Spurs in there? You the one hyping up the
Well, yeah,
Spurs.
I think the Spurs are just a given. So they're like,
Oh, okay.
you know,
I don't think
it's
they're
like when you
given.
talk about the best player in the league. You don't have to mention LeBron because everybody knows. Like, of course.
And you know
So when
what?
people ask you that question, they're asking you aside from
I'm not sleeping on the Spurs.
you sleep.
I'm sleeping on Kawhi, and I shouldn't be sleeping on Kawhi because I've seen what Kawhi can do.
He's improved.
Yeah, no, and I'm really like rethinking it. I'm like, dang, I always forget about Kawhi. I just
I
forget
would
about
drop
him.
the Celtics and put the Spurs in.
Uh,
That's what I would do for my top 4.
no,
Because I just
the Celtics got more talent on their team. The Spurs just got Popovich and Kawhi. You can't tell me that
It's
that's
been
not
enough.
why.
it's been enough.
No, it's
though.
more than enough. But that's why they're an elite team is literally because Kawhi Leonard and Greg Popovich. That's only one player. Popovich is not a player.
Mostly, you know,
Stop
the
it.
silent killer.
The silent, yeah. How old is he? 67.
I think that boy about 80. But shout out to Vince Carter too. He about 92.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Vince.
he's
He's
still out
still
there.
playing. And he
Dirk,
went to
too.
a.
Dirk about
Ooh,
97.
you just made me remember something. Look out for the Kings this year.
I actually meant to say that earlier when you were talking about the West. And I
Look
was
out
thinking
for the
there will be some
Kings.
fun teams. Right before I said the
That's
Nuggets,
That's gonna be a fun team to watch.
it's gonna be a fun team because they actually got a nice couple lottery picks this year.
Yeah, they got
De'Aaron
De'Aaron Fox.
They got the kid from North Carolina. Isaacs, I think is the last name. No,
Who are you talking
no,
about?
not Isaacs.
Oh, I
They
do.
got a
I
kid
know
from
you're
North
talking
Carolina.
about the point guard. No,
They
he wasn't a
also-
guard. He was like a forward.
They
yeah.
also got that guy from Duke, Giles.
Yeah, Harry Giles.
Yeah.
Yep. He was supposed to be nice in college. He turned out to be a college bust, but he still got the
They
talent.
got Zebo.
Yeah. Oof.
They got
Watch out
Buddy
for
Hield.
King.
They got
Yeah,
Buddy
watch
Hield.
out for the Kings this year.
Watching De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield as a backcourt is gonna
And
be a
but that's the
scary
thing. They
sight.
got Vince Carter on the team. They got a overly seasoned. This boy
Yeah.
is seasoned,
He
cooked,
done. He cooked.
veteran. So they
Yeah.
got a good leader. He's a good off the court leader to keep those guys focused.
Yeah,
Watch out for the Kings.
he's gonna be an open book. I
Yeah.
mean, they're gonna learn so much from having him on their team, having him at practice every day, all of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I was actually meaning to say that a couple minutes ago.
You heard
Kings
it
will
here
be one of the fun
first.
teams to watch.
Heard it here first.
Uh,
Ain't nobody saying that on ESPN.
Yeah, they ain't saying it. They don't want to talk about that.
Mm-mm.
But speaking of fun teams, and we were just talking about rookies, we gonna talk about just real quick. I just want to say the Sixers though.
Okay.
Sixers.
The Sixers,
out for
yeah,
them.
definitely watch out for the Sixers.
Only thing I think will be interesting is watching how they with Markel Fultz, since like Ben Simmons basically is forcing his way into being the point guard. It's just going to be interesting to see how.
I mean, he
Fultz
is
will
the
play.
point guard.
I mean, I get that, but it'll be interesting to see how they make Markel play off the ball when he's been so used to being the primary ball
I
handler.
think that's gonna be an
But
easy
then they
fit for
got
him.
JJ Redick too.
I mean, you can have 2 point guards on the team. You
I
can
mean,
switch.
it's
You can
doable
switch off, and Ben Simmons is the point guard. He's the Magic Johnson of that team.
for sure.
He's the point guard, but Markel Fultz, I feel like he's going to be a great off the ball player, and he's also going to be he's going to have the ball. If it's not Ben Simmons, it's Markel Fultz.
The only reason I think that was mainly interesting is because they bought in JJ Redick, and I'm like, okay, cool, you got an off the ball catch and shoot guard.
Yeah.
But then, okay, wait, well, we're gonna make Markel play off the ball too.
It's gonna be.
So
I think it's gonna be split time.
It's gonna take a time.
It's
gonna
gonna
take time.
split time because for a while they were doing that. I mean, it wasn't successful. They was doing that in Golden State with Steph and Monte Ellis.
Yeah,
They was both point guards.
Monte's it's part of the reason.
Yeah, and then I mean in Cleveland Kyrie was mostly off the ball in Cleveland. Yeah. But I'm thinking back to even like in Miami Heat with Wade and LeBron.
Yeah,
they would split it. They would take turns.
Mario Chalmers and Chris Cole.
Yeah, Chalmers. Yeah, they were off. So it's. I mean, they
it is doable.
It's doable.
You know, you got a really young guy.
I mean,
no NBA experience, and then you got a guy who's redshirted a year, but he's still. This is his first year getting his feet under.
It's gonna count as his rookie season.
Yeah, it's his rookie season. It's both of their rookie seasons. So I think just being that they're so young, it'll take. I mean, so young, like real young,
like Ben Young, so young,
so young. I couldn't even buy my own egg foo young.
But so I mean, it's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same thing in Houston.
That I was actually just thinking.
2 point guards. They got 2 point guards.
Yeah.
James Harden is the epitome of a point guard.
Yeah. I think the only difference is, like I said, that there's the experience factor. Yeah. I think that's my only concern. Is the experience factor.
That's fair. So and then they still got Embiid. Embiid, man, that boy's
20 points, 7 boards, 11 minutes. A lot of guys only get that in full playing time.
Yeah.
That's all I got, man.
We got the what we tweeted out, man. We got the debate.
Oh.
What the debate, man? So
real quick, if you listening, jump on over to my Instagram or Josh's Twitter and vote on my poll real quick.
Yeah.
We got a poll going. We want to know what you think is more exciting. A dunk or a 3-pointer?
Yeah, and
a poster or a 3-point barrage, you know. So which is the more exciting? A couple weeks ago we got into it, but we didn't want to get too in depth because we had a show to talk about.
Yeah, we was getting into it, and I was just like, it's 3-point barrage. That's the most exciting thing to watch in the NBA right now. It's not dunks anymore. It used to be dunks. Say that.
I feel like your opinion is biased though, Josh, because your favorite team is the Warriors. What are they best at? 3-point barrages. So I feel like your opinion is biased.
It might be a little biased, but I can still argue my opinion.
But you know what? I can say that I'm biased too, because what is Russ known to do?
Right.
Destroy people at the rim.
And he can't shoot.
You just trying to get me there, and I'm not going to allow you to do it. I'm not going to allow you to do it, so I'm not going to get hyped up.
You let that man shoot. Shooters shoot.
And shooters can shoot.
He can't. Okay. But no, it's 3-pointers. That's the new slam dunk in the NBA.
Voted. Okay, so of the people that did vote on my Instagram poll, I have one person that voted 3-point shot. You want to know who that is, Josh?
Me.
It was you.
Yeah.
And your vote doesn't even really count. So technically, I had 0 people vote 3-point shot.
That's because they said tripping.
How many people did I have vote dunk? 7.
Mine was a little closer. I also did a poll.
Darius says 3-pointer. She don't count. She just don't support the boo. Because earlier you didn't want to say that Green Bay was going to win. So,
yeah, how baby.
I mean, not Green Bay, Kansas City. Yeah, she only supported you because that was your opinion. So I don't want to hear it from her.
But no, my poll, I got 7 votes. Shout out to everybody that voted. I know it's not a lot, but it's okay.
You know, we getting there. We gotta get our clout up. Justin, if you're listening, help us get our clout up.
Yeah, man. Retweet. But no, it's 57% said poster dunks, and 43% said. So basically, 4 people said poster dunks, and 3 people said 3-point barrages. And this is my thing about 3-pointers.
Yeah, I got 7 dunk, 1 3, and the 1 was you. So I got 7 dunks.
This is my thing about 3-pointers. It's just if you watch until Zach LaVine showed up into the NBA, they were thinking about moving the 3-point contest to the finale of the All-Star game. That lets you know how much more exciting the 3-point contest is.
But
And the only reason they didn't do it is because Zach LaVine came out of nowhere and is a jumping god.
But here's why.
And he's got bunnies and he's got all these dunks. And then now he's what, and then Eric, well, they both showed out when they had that show off. But before then,
Dennis Smith, they put him in there this year. He got a higher vertical than Zach and Russ.
Yeah. Everybody talking about Dennis.
He's gonna be jumping over the backboard. Yeah. Like he's gonna do something crazy.
Yeah.
But I think the reason why the dunk contest went down is because the people that should have been in it wouldn't get in it. There's no excuse to why we never had LeBron in one, Russell in one, Derrick Rose in one. There's a lot of guys with the athleticism that never did it. So it lacks star power. So we get together some scrubs that got some decent athletic ability, and we're like, do a dunk show. Antetokounmpo should have never touched a dunk contest. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Mason Plumlee, that's when you know you hit rock bottom, bro. They had Mason Plumlee in a dunk contest.
Yeah. I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. Nobody
can't jump.
So nobody want to do that.
Tell you that.
It's and I got my other point. If you go to a playground right now, if you go to any gym in the world and it's just some kids.
That's not.
No, if you go to any playground or any gym right now, you're gonna see kids shooting threes. They're gonna be shooting. It's just gonna be nothing but threes.
No kid touch the rim though.
Okay, but
if the kid could jump, he'd be dunking.
No. But I mean, when Jordan was dunking and everybody was dunking, kids they weren't shooting threes. They was going to the cup. They was trying to get up there, acting like they was finna dunk.
Like Mike.
Everybody want to be like Mike. And now you know who they want to be like?
You want to be like
Stephen Curry.
I got some words that I would say, but we
Wardell Curry.
We like to keep this a PG show, so I ain't gonna use no slurs and no hateful
remarks. That's 3-pointer is more. I mean, it's the most exciting, and especially. And then you got players, and it's not even just Steph and Clay. Devin Booker.
Devin Booker's a shooter.
Who else you got?
You got.
I'm trying to think. You got the normal people like JJ Redick.
Kyle Korver. Kyle Korver's been doing a lot of crazy
Kyle Korver
shoots.
Yeah.
J.R. Smith is one of those people that we forget.
There's so many 3 people. You got KD.
Oh, I don't know how we forgot James Harden,
Eric Gordon, that whole team. Ryan Anderson
wants to not be soft. Lou Will when he was there was splashing too.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. So everybody's doing it, and it's not just a solo.
So if everybody jump off the bridge, you gonna do it, Josh?
Stop it.
Yeah, I'm gonna bust out your mama logic. Listen, 3-point shooting is it to me is only boring because like watching the finals, right? You watching the Cavs and Warriors go tit for tat. The Cavs, they come down the floor, they run a play, they get a nice cut to the basket. They do some back to the basket work, some mid-range work. And then you turn around and the Warriors go right back up the floor and they just run around 8 screens and pull up for a 3. And it's like, all y'all do is run around screens all day and make threes. It works. It's efficient from an analytics perspective. And it works. Y'all gonna make more threes than they will 2s. But just as a spectator, sometimes it's like, man, like why all y'all do is run around screens and shoot 3s.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So it just kind of gets boring to me. And I'm more of a fundamental as far as what I'm a fan of in the game. I'm more of a fundamentals guy.
Yeah,
the big fundamental. I like footwork. I like post work. I liked when every guy had something that they were good at. In today's game, everybody wants to be a shooter. Dwight Howard was talking about working on his 3-pointers. JaVale McGee this summer was working on his 3-pointers.
Yeah.
Jonas Valanciunas was working on his 3-pointers. It's like the game is evolving to the point that everybody feels the need to be a shooter. There's no big men. There's no just straight up guards. Everybody's a stretch this, stretch that.
Yeah, it's just
shooter this, shooter that.
But just
you play 2K, everybody's a sharpshooter. Like it's like, dang, like no nobody want to do nothing but stand behind the line and shoot. And just for me as somebody that plays in the gym every now and then, it's kind of boring. To watch guys on your team not try to run any type of play. They just want to chuck 3s. And it's like, okay, this is what we're going to do. You're not Clay.
That's true.
Or when you're playing 2K, the guys, if you play with randoms, they all want to chuck threes, or the team you're playing, all they do is set screens for each other and try to throw up stupid threes that usually don't go in. It just kind of gets boring for me to watch personally.
Yeah.
I like the 3-pointer. It's a good tool. My former favorite player, KD, sniper. I'm sure you love him.
Easy money sniper.
Yeah, the Slim Reaper. So, Darius says, so in other words, dunking is more exciting to you because players aren't doing it as much anymore. When it does happen, that excites you. I just think, oh, and Tierra, that's my boo's little sister. She voted dunk too. So it's a landslide dunk vote so far. Daria, I just think dunks happen all the time. So it's not really so much I guess how often it happens thing. I don't know. I just think like a good solid poster dunk is like, oh, whereas a 3-pointer, unless it's like one of those heat of the moment threes, like when Steph hit that crazy deep 3 against OKC 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was one of those 3-pointers. Was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Or earlier this past season, LeBron hit a crazy deep turnaround 3 in Brad Beal's face in OT game against the Wizards. He hit a crazy turnaround 3. Like he had no room. If he took half an inch back, he would have been out of bounds.
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
3 was like, oh my god. But for the most part, 3-pointers are just like, here comes Steph running around 3 screens. He's gonna get to that corner and nobody's able to check him. Here it comes.
Nah.
3-pointer. And it's like,
That's
so unless it's like a peak sports moment, like, oh, real suspenseful, a 3-pointer isn't really exciting to me. But anytime somebody bodies somebody at the rim or there's a lob thrown, like that's never not exciting. Unless it's the Clippers, because nobody cares. You guys have a billion highlights a year, but never do anything. So theirs don't count. But
poor Clippers, they suck.
Hey, I mean, you can't get any worse. They're still going to be a first round team. So
yeah. But all right, that's all we got for the show today. You got anything else you want to say? Some parting words?
I'd just like to say a special shout out to everybody that listened, and also anybody that might be listening. Thank you for contributing to the poll. Thank you always for your support. We really appreciate y'all, especially Daria. You like our #1 fan.
True.
If you're not in here or Raven not, take shifts.
True.
So shouts out to Black Love. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yes.
Shouts out to the Black Queens that's holding it down for us.
Yes.
We appreciate y'all.
Don't start preaching now. We can go.
We can have a whole nother type of We're gonna do 2 podcasts a week.
Ooh.
Straight talk on Fridays. We might have to talk about some woke stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. I'm not woke enough, but
I'm not ready.
Not the weird, not the real woke stuff.
Right. Just a heads up though, we might have to switch our day next week. As I said, I'll probably be out of town Friday night.
True.
So ideally, if we can get together and do it a different day next week, that way we don't miss 2 weeks in the same month. Because we had an off week last week. I was sick; it just didn't work out. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm still a little stuffed up. So yeah, look out for that. We'll definitely keep you all aware. Tweets, texts, snaps, Instagram posts.
Ooh, cough there. Ooh, he's still sick. Ooh, get out of here. But yeah, so far as me, my parting words, I just want to thank everybody for checking in on us, listening, giving feedback. Everybody that voted, you probably not listening, but you voted, but we do appreciate that. We're gonna probably start trying to implement more Twitter stuff as we
more polls and such
as we do these podcasts, trying to get more interaction. I will say, don't be afraid to comment on the Twitch, the Twitch chat. All you got to do is make a Twitch account, and you can comment.
It's free.
Yeah, it's free. It's easy. You just make some comments, and we'll be on the lookout. We'll be on the lookout for things that you guys are saying, and that way everybody can partake in conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, so appreciate it. Thanks again, guys. Sorry for missing last week. We're gonna definitely try to do something to make next week happen. Have another one of these. I think this is a good show. What you think?
Oh yeah,
it was a good show.
I think we on the up and up.
Yeah, I think we're getting better every week.
Moving on up
to the east side. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good.
Yeah, good show. Good show,
fellas. It was a good show.
Good show. Today.
Good show. Yeah.
I like that.
But yeah, thanks everybody again. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. We gotta remember to do this.
Follow us on Twitter, and we both also have the links to our podcast on Twitter. So be on the lookout for that. like Josh said, like Fella said, we're gonna do some more interactive stuff. So be on the lookout for our tweets, our Instagram posts.
Mhm.
We're probably gonna do a lot more discussion-based polls, stuff like that.
Yeah. And that just that really just depends on you guys. So if you
Yeah.
interact, then our whole show might just go to talking to you guys, and we
Exactly.
don't have a problem with if you comment in. We don't have a problem with just throwing what we got for the show and just talking to people that's asking questions or anything. So that would
and
be
be on the
dope.
lookout for guests.
Yeah.
Now that we've got our first couple of episodes under our feet, we
Yeah.
might start getting some guests in.
There's so many people that have been asking me
Right.
to do it.
Justin, if you're still listening, you on deck for sure.
Yeah.
You're one of the people we actually talked about when we first started talking about maybe doing guests.
Yeah.
So you definitely,
True.
we gonna get you in on
We're
this.
gonna get you on the high school basketball stuff though.
Yeah.
You seen he be on the high school tip.
And you seen some of his articles, Justin, that boy. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We need our own show, man. Forget Sports Center, right? They gotta have just the black hours. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta have SC6.
They got the 6.
And then we might as well have a 7
Yeah.
with us. You, me, Justin, boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can have a Black
Straight
Awakening
facts
on ESPN.
Straight facts. 3 good looking bros.
They ain't
Come
ready,
on now.
boy. They ain't
They're
ready.
not ready.
We gonna be on the miles and that yak
Well,
hard.
well no, it's 2. it's 2.5. It's 2.5 good looking black brothers.
We ain't gonna get Justin. He got too much clout, first of all.
Yeah.
We can't give him that much credit.
But all right. That's it for us.
Appreciate y'all.
Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. I'm gonna upload this on YouTube hopefully tonight. Comment on the YouTube videos. Like the YouTube videos.
Please.
Share the YouTube videos. And just be on the lookout. We're gonna start posting stuff, being more interactive with you guys. Hopefully you guys can comply and
part of making this better is your participation, guys. Yeah. So if y'all can help us out, it can only get better. So the more feedback and help that you provide, the show can only get better.
We appreciate it. And we are
much love.
Yeah, much love to you guys. We out.
We out.
Peace.
Have a good one.